Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not understanding.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Super excited to have you here for the March favorites. We're at the end of March. Can you believe that? I feel like I just filmed the January favorites, which is wild. I will say February was a short favorites video, kind of coupled with goals and check-ins and all of that great stuff for like the middle of the beginning of the year. How does that even work? The middle of the beginning? The middle of Q1. But we're almost to Q2. We're into April next week, which is wild. So thanks so much for joining us. Let's get into some March favorites. But before we do, I did want to go through some like goal check-ins because I know in the last favorites video, I talked about Notion and how much I love that and how I am tracking goals. I have hit some goals and I'm excited to share with you, and I'd love to hear what your goals are in the comments as well. Okay, first let's talk about goals. I'm actually going to pull up my Notion while I have you here to talk about some of the goals that I set as a refresher and also tell you some of the ones I hit. So, super excited. With the goals that I've hit, it talked a lot about running and how I'm trying to get back into running and more like long distance running. How many times can I say running in a sentence? And just, I'm running on fumes today, so bear with me. But your girl did a 10K and she's excited about it. And we're signing up for the May Monterey Half back in my home state of California for November. So I am really excited to do that. It is in May, so obviously like you have to wait to sign up for it and then all of the things, but I really want to do that half again. I think it'd be super fun. We got smoked out the last time I signed up for it many years ago. And I just think it'd be a great experience for me to go back and do it again with my lovely mountain lungs, because we've been training in Utah and we can run a half in the sea level area. Like, let's do it. So that is my next goal. That's what I'm working on. But the 10K, we did it. We did it sub 1 hour, 15 minutes. It was 1 hour and 5 minutes, I think, is what I completed it in. And if you're not familiar, a 10K is 6.2 miles. So super excited there. And I didn't stop the whole time. I will say I was like baking in rest where I could like stop and walk for a couple of seconds if I needed to. No, didn't have to bake it in. So the training program I created works. So if you haven't tried it, you should try it. It's in my fitness app. Anyway, so that was a really cool goal that I hit. The other one is I did say that I wanted to lose 10 pounds. The less heavy I am means basically means like the less heavy I feel means I probably won't be as strong in lifting and CrossFit and all of that, right? Because I'm dropping weight. Doesn't mean you can't, but like my goals are shifting back. I want to be fast. And so I'm trying to drop 10 pounds so that I can be fast, and then I'll reverse diet so that I can be stronger once I'm done running. So I actually hired Black Iron Nutrition, which I feel like I talked about that in February's favorites because I just started. But if I didn't, surprise, that's one of my favorites, is I'm working with Coach Maggie. In the past, I worked with Coach Manders. And now I'm really focusing on a deficit, but also performance-based so that I can drop weight, be fast, but also like I'm eating for performance as well. So super excited. I'm already down, let's see. I was 163 when I started and I'm 158 now. So you do the math, but I'm excited. We've only been here for like 3 or 4 check-ins. So things are moving. Things are great. So I'm loving that for me. The other is my reading. I finished, let me open my book reading progress. So I finished so far 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 books. I finished 5 books for the year so far. That's wild. My goal is 12. So 1 a month, and I'm like way ahead of the game. So I'm excited. Nothing's stopping me. What I read in March was The Housemaid Part 2 and Layla by Colleen Hoover. Both amazing books. The Housemaid Part 3 is coming out in June, so I am stoked for that. And the book I'm reading right now is, let me look on my Kindle app on my phone because I don't remember the title of it, but it's so good. Kindle app. Kindle app. Oh, Let Her Go. Okay. Let Her Go by Blake Pierce is the book. So I will say that if you're into like true crime mystery thrillers, this is like an FBI series kind of, think like CSI in a book. It's so good. And I'm like almost halfway through. So I think that like by middle of April, I'll be on a different book, but like the Blake Pierce series and like all of the books, amazing. Highly recommend. So that's kind of where I'm at with goals right now. And I'm super excited. Things are progressing. We are working hard. I'd love to hear like what your goals are and like what you set. Like maybe you set some goals when you watch the February favorites and the goals and like habits video. I'd love to hear like some of the successes you've had. So definitely drop them in the comments or send me a message on like Instagram or TikTok. Like I'd love to hear that. But without further ado, let's dive right into March favorites. So I talked about, I have a list because last time I forgot a couple things because I didn't have them in my person. So I want to reference my list that I had. But I talked about like the nutrition aspect. So Black Iron Nutrition, amazing. Highly recommend them. All of their coaches are great, but I've only worked with Manders and now I'm working with Maggie. They're amazing. So highly recommend that. It is an investment, but I always say it's an investment in your health. So yeah. Last February faves, I talked about my favorite like Starbucks obsession. And now I want to talk about this month's, which is the lavender drinks that they have at Starbucks. I get like a shaken espresso with lavender cold foam and it is so freaking good. I have been recently making at home their matcha version. So it's like a matcha with lavender cold foam on top. And so I wanted to like fit it in my macro, so I made it at home. And I actually got these Trader Joe's matcha packets, which I'll link in the description because I don't have them with me. They're downstairs in the kitchen. I just don't really want to bring them up, but they are so freaking good. So matcha packets from Trader Joe's, and then you can make your own lavender cold foam. So just get like the Trani lavender syrup and like heavy whipping cream and milk, any of your kind of your choice, or milk substitute, and just blend that all together with a hand frother and boom, cold foam, done. Super easy. So that's really yummy for me. The other one that I am super obsessed with are my next favorite for March. I'm in no way, shape, or form like going in order here. So we're just gonna rapid fire favorites because I don't really have a lot. We didn't really do a lot of shopping in March, and I didn't try a lot of new things. Same kind of with February. But we needed to replace all of our shaker cups, and so I'm super excited that I found these on Amazon. My sister actually recommended me them. They're so cute. They're like half the size. They are of like the big ones. It's 400 milliliters. I'm assuming 12 ounces. Yeah. 12 ounces, 400 milliliters. Perfect for like pre-workout, BCAAs, protein shakes, you name it. It's so great. Like what a great deal. I think it was like $20 for like 4 of these things. I'll link it in the description, but oh my gosh, so amazing. Loving them. The color's so cute. Very like neutral, like it girl vibes, whatever. So great. So that is what I am loving from Amazon. Actually, I have 2 more Amazon things that I bought. So CRZY, Crazy Yoga, I don't even know. I think that's how it's pronounced. I might have shown like the red sports bra that I had on before, but this is, I'm not even kidding, like look at this. It just looks like a Lulu dupe. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that, but like it is. Like literally is. It is so comfortable. I wore this during my 10K. Very supportive. I don't really have a lot of like things to work with up here, so not a big deal. The other thing I got from Amazon, which is so cute, and I wore it for the race, is this cropped like jacket pullover. It's so cute. It zips like all the way up. It's compression. I will say I was pretty cold, so I wore a jacket over it, but like it's so good for like spring, summer runs when it's like early in the morning. It's still kind of cold out in the summer. If you live a place like where it's not hot as shit, like the desert. So cute though. I think this was like $30 maybe. It's definitely under $30, and the bra's like $20, $25. And it is so cute. I just love them so much. Okay. The other thing that I'm just absolutely loving that you can probably get on Amazon, but I would recommend getting it at Sephora. I don't have it because I only got one. My boss actually gave it to me as a gift, and it's Dr. Jart. I think that's how you say their name. It's a face mask, and you put like this serum on, and I can show what the face mask looks like right here. But you put this like serum on, and then you put the face mask on, and oh my gosh, it is crazy. My skin was so amazing after that. Like, I wanted to go to Sephora and literally buy like 17 of them. They're really, really expensive though. So it definitely would be like a once a month kind of thing, but so amazing. Loving that right now. The other thing I got that was more like beauty makeup related this month is called, I actually got it off TikTok shop. I normally don't buy shit off of there, but there's these two brands that I've been buying stuff from and I really like. So this one is Radiant Cosmetics. They're cruelty-free, vegan, non-GMO, paraben-free, sulfate-free, and they're actually based out of Sacramento, California, which is like where I'm from. Well, I'm not from Sacramento, but like I'm from California in that general NorCal area. So I thought it was really cool. They're like a small business. But I bought their nail growth serum and my nails have been like growing. I've only done it for a week. I did do a before and I'm going to do an after 30 days. I got 2 of them because I'm just excited. And the oil smells so dang good. And you just put it on your cuticles before bed. And that's it. So I got that. The other brand on TikTok shop that I'm loving is called Halara. And you probably know, if you know, you know, because you're on TikTok and their ads like crazy. Well, I bought these in black. And now I bought them in this pink color. And they're like these really cute slacks. And they're wide leg. And they're this like waffle knit material. So I don't even know if you can see it. But they have this like, they have belt loops and everything. And it's just so cute. They're so cute. I love them so much. And they're so comfortable and very affordable and good quality. So I'm excited for that. The other thing I've been loving is my Stitch Fix boxes. So if you haven't jumped over and watched any of the Stitch Fix hauls, definitely do that because you'll find more clothing items there. But this jacket is the last blazer that I just recently bought from them. And oh my God, it is so cute. I have one in green. I haven't worn this black one yet, but man, it is so cute. It's got the pockets, it's got the cuff, and it's machine washable and you can tumble dry it. So you don't have to get it dry cleaned, which I absolutely like love. That's the best thing. I have one more thing that is running related that I loved for this month, and that is the shoes I ran in. So I started running in On Clouds, which are pretty trendy. My sister recommended them. Look at all the dirt on there from the race. Gross. So I've trained and ran my 10K in these shoes. And they are phenomenal. Honestly, like I love On Clouds in general, but this On Cloud, okay, let me see the actual what they're called. They're called the On Cloud Monster. And that is the best one for me. I have really high arches and I need a lot of support, and these to me work the best. My sister likes the On Cloud Surfer, I think it's called. But just amazing. So I'm actually going to replace these so that I can train in a new pair and get them ready for my marathon or my half marathon. But these are my other favorites. So I know that was kind of rapid fire, but I just figured like we don't really have a lot this week. Oh, one more I forgot. I'm a big Stanley girl, okay? Like, yeah, I live in Utah. Why wouldn't I be? But I discovered Simply Modern, okay? Modern? I don't know. Simply Modern. SM, the brand. They're like a competitor, I'm assuming. But I was at this like spa place and I got their version or like their branded Simply Modern tumbler. Oh, I love this one. I don't know if I'll be going back to Stanley after using this one. So they have them on Amazon, but I can link their storefront, but also link it on my Amazon so that you can see it. But I'm loving this one like 30,000 times more than the Stanley Cup because this one doesn't leak if it tips over. So I'm loving it. But anyways, I am kind of speeding through this because my camera is going to die and I don't want it to cut us off. So again, we didn't really spend a lot. These are kind of my favorite things that I've been using in March. And to be honest, April may or may not happen just because I am going on vacation. So we'll be doing more vacation things, but maybe I will do like a travel favorites for April. Stay tuned for that. But again, thank you so much for joining us. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe and share, and we will see you next time.